You have to be able to laugh at everything.
When you're trying to be successful, you want to do everything that you can to reach that place of success that you're dreaming of every single day. You want to put so much time, effort, so much energy into your goals that when you achieve them, it feels incredible. It'll feel like the greatest accomplishment you've ever achieved because you've put so much time and energy and effort and so much thought into so that you can achieve these dreams. And you're going to fail, and that's all right. In fact, that's a good thing because each time you fail, you will realize how much more you want to succeed. And every time you fail, you are going to learn from that failure.
You have to actually seek failure. Failure is where all of the lessons are.
And you're going to take that in, absorb that information that you've learned from your failure, and adapt and grow and change so that you can overcome the next challenge that comes your way. And you've been built by yourself to take on any challenge because it doesn't matter what it is, you know how to solve it because you've been through the ups and you've been through the downs, and you can focus on any problem and find a solution because that's what you'll do in order to become successful. Now, doing whatever it takes sounds incredibly easy, but when you realize that it's incredibly hard, that's when you'll realize that's when you really want to get your goals done and your accomplishments set. By putting in all that hard work and all that energy and all that time, it's going to make you realize how incredible of a journey you've gone on since setting out to achieve it. You're going to look back and realize all that time and energy and all the money you put in and everything like that will totally make your aspirations, once you've completed them, totally worth it.
People come along because your belief is so insane. That I can see, and you can never really look at yourself. The only thing that I see that is distinctly different about me is I'm not afraid to die on a treadmill, right? I will not be outworked, period. You know, you might have more talent than me, you might be smarter than me, you might be sexier than me, you might be all of those things. You got it on me in 9 categories. But if we get on the treadmill together, right? There's 2 things. You're getting off first, or I'm gonna die. It's really that simple, right? So let's go back to the question about what if people block me out. It's gonna be 2 options. I'm gonna get back in, or I'm gonna be dead. You're not going to outwork me. It's such a simple, basic concept. It's the guy who is willing to hustle the most is gonna be the guy that just gets that loose ball. I love this one. Fail early, fail often, fail forward. You know, it's always a little bit frustrating to me when people have a negative relationship with failure. Failure is a massive part of being able to be successful. You have to get comfortable with failure. You have to actually seek failure. Failure is where all of the lessons are. You know, when you go to the gym and you work out, you're actually seeking failure. You want to take your muscles to the point where you get to failure because that's where the adaptation is. That's where growth is. Successful people fail a lot. They fail a whole lot more than they succeed, but they extract the lessons from the failure and they use that, the energy, and they use the wisdom to come around to the next phase of success. You gotta take a shot. You have to live at the edge of your capabilities. You gotta live where you're almost certain you're gonna fail. That's the reason for practice. Practice is controlled failure. You're getting to your limit, getting to your limit, getting to your limit. You can't lift that, you can't do that, until you get to the point that all of a sudden your body makes the adjustment and then you can do it. Failure actually helps you to recognize the areas where you need to evolve. So fail early, fail often, fail forward.
People with beautiful stories, and there's an idea that in this world that people suffer and you suffer in vain. And for me, films like The Pursuit of Happiness and also meeting these people, the idea that suffering can have a happy ending, that there is a purpose, there's a reason, there is something to hope for. For me, it's why I enjoy working with the Prince's Trust, that idea of hope and that idea of people actually taking control of their situations, taking control of their lives. Chris Gardner, he owns one of the biggest black-owned stock brokerage firms in America, and 25 years ago he was homeless, and the film shows his deterioration to homelessness and then his rise to his little piece of the American dream. You want to be able to listen a little bit because somebody's going to give you a gem, but nobody knows but you. You can't get advice on what you should do with your life, right? Nobody knows what you are. Like, even sometimes you don't really even know what you are. You got to take your shot. And it's like, as much as you want people to agree and you want the people around you to be supporting your dreams and all, it's not going to be like that all the time. You got to do it alone. And people will help you. And when you get the ball rolling, people will jump on. But if you don't believe, nobody else is going to believe. People come along because your belief is so insane, that your belief is so strong. Following your dreams is a lonely, solitary, scary, dangerous pursuit. You can't wait for somebody to think you can do it, because they don't think you can do nothing they can't do. It's a lonely, scary, dangerous pursuit, and you got to be willing to risk everything to become that seed of what you believe is in there. You got to be fearless. You got to be relentless.